Alright, so haven't posted a video in a bit. Had some things happen. I came down almost a week ago with appendicitis. So started out like a burn in my stomach, so I thought it was just, gas or maybe a little acid reflux, and ate a piece of pizza. Didn't help at all. And that was about 5 in the morning. Yes, I like pizza for breakfast. Thank you very much. But anyways, about 10 o'clock, I threw up like pretty much all the contents in my stomach, and still wasn't feeling better. In fact, I was feeling worse. It moved down to my lower abdomen then. So then I'm thinking, well, shoot, maybe I have a UTI. Excuse me. I'm packing here a little bit. I'm gonna spend some time with my wife. She's in town. I am feeling a lot better, by the way. But anyways, moving on. So I thought I had a UTI. So I went in to the ER, and I'm a medic in the military, so like when a female, usually female, they hated when I said that, but when a female come to me with this kind of an issue, like that's what it seemed to me it would be like. Being a male, I can't exactly tell exactly what they're going through, but in my mind, this is what it is would feel like. It started radiating into my testicles, and I'm like, oh man, this is not good. Guys hate it when it does that. So I went in to the ER, did a pee in a cup. In fact, at the hospital I go to, they check for chlamydia as well. No, I don't have that, but it's just standard procedure for any UTIs that come in. But then they took me back. It was like an hour later. Then they took me back to do a blood draw, and I'm like, okay, if they're doing a blood draw, that means those tests they did earlier were negative, so something else is going on. They drew blood. Come to find out, my white blood cells were high, so they knew something was going on. In this particular ER, I'm not sure how other ERs are set up, but you have your urgent care side and then your emergency side. And after my blood draw, a couple hours later, I moved over to the more emergency side, and I'm like, okay, so something seriously is going on. Doctor came in, did palpations of my abdomen, and of course my right lower side was so tender I couldn't even let her, hold on, I got it. I couldn't even let her touch me. What's that test called? Is it called Brunson? I can't remember what the test is called now. I should know, but I haven't really acted as a medic in quite some time as far as my job. Hold on, I gotta put you down for a minute. But anyways, she's like, yep, that's positive for hepatitis, or not hepatitis, totally different thing, appendicitis. And I'm like, oh wow, I don't know of anybody in my family that has had appendicitis. So that was a new one. You know, I mean, it's not genetic. I do know that. But okay. So they sent me off to do a CAT scan or CT scan, and with contrast, which I didn't have any ill effects for the contrast. Some people do, but so I came back, and not long after that, I mean, as soon as I figured out what it was like bam, 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 like things happened quickly. Turns out my appendix was inflamed, hadn't burst yet, so that's a good thing. And then they took me into surgery that Tuesday night, and voila, you know, kept me overnight, had me eat breakfast just to make sure I could keep it down and didn't throw it back up, which was good. So they released me that morning, and thankfully my wife's been in town making sure I'm staying out of trouble. So I'm not supposed to lift more than 10 pounds. Well, the sheet said 10 pounds, but the doctor told me 20 for 4 weeks. So hence, nothing on the camper is getting done. So I've been more resting, feeling better and better every day. I got to the point I was taking my dog on 5 and 8 mile walks. Well, I can't do that right now. But I may start doing it next in a couple of days. In the military they give us convalescent leave so that way we can heal up and get better. Since I can't lift more than 20 pounds, I can still walk. I'm feeling better and better to walk every day. Like I said, it's hasn't been fun, honestly. But thankfully my wife's in town and was able to help me out during the worst of it, you know. Although she was at work when I actually had the stomach pain. Hi, Daisy. Say hi to Daisy. There you are, Daisy. You ready to come out? Yep. We're gonna go see Mama, huh? Let me set you down. Come here. So my wife is in town. Right now she's living in Utah, trying to start up an business that she has with her profession. And if you don't know, she's a mental health counselor. Expertise more in PTSD in children and women, which she's got an awesome talent for. I'm going to put her... Oh shoot, I probably have this locked. Yep, got to get my keys. Let's go get my keys, Daisy May. But she still sees clients here. Since COVID, she's been doing more telephonic. Actually, Daisy, let's hook you up right here. But then every so often she'll come over here when traveling is allowed. Leave my keys right here. And so all right, Daisy, ready? Come on. All right, up. Come on. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All right, got Daisy in the car. Gonna grab my stuff. No, it's not more than, well, it might be a little more than 10 pounds. But I think I can do it. Shh, don't tell my wife. Or my doctor. But I think I'll be alright. Alright, so I'm gonna be with her for a couple days. I think it's more, she's gonna keep an eye on me. Stay out of trouble. Stop doing stuff. Sit down. Don't pick that up. Yeah, let me sit this down. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of that, you know. But it's okay. The risk of lifting something up after something like this. Now, it's not as invasive as what it used to be back in the day. But there is one area where they enter the belly button, and that area is what they're most concerned with when lifting, because it can easily create a hernia, and then I'll be back on the table for another surgery again. So we don't want that to happen, and that might delay me in my farming. So I don't know if I announced on here yet, but I ordered 200 chicks. They're all barred rock. I know that's different, and it may not sell as well as the normal, like, people are so used to this certain breed, and in the supermarket it's ridiculous. But I got 200 chicks on the way, so I cannot be delayed anymore, because let's see, I have 50 coming on the 27th. Or not, no, 27th is the hatch date. 27th of July is the hatch date. So I'll probably get it a day or two after. I'm getting the chicks from Polk, Ohio, from Meyer Hatchery. They're about an hour and a half from where my parents live. So, sorry, I'm going back and forth. I'm just trying. Normally I just haul everything at once, but you know, I don't want to overdo carrying stuff. But anyways, I got 50 coming the week of the 27th of July, and then 150 coming the week of August 17th. So I'm gonna try to make a trip down to Texas between those times. I'm gonna get the 50 set up. I'm gonna get the 50 set up in the brooder. I gotta get the brooder set up. I got everything ready for it. I just need to put it all together. Well, I don't have the wood shavings, so, or the wood chips, so I need to get that, but that's not a big deal. And see. Yep, so I'm excited to get them. Now these first 50 are all males. So they're definitely going to be meat chickens. Now you're probably wondering why I'm going with Plymouth Barred Rock. Alright, so let me explain that. I'm looking at the Cornish cross. The Cornish cross is what they normally... Is it Cornish cross? Something like that. The big chickens, big white chickens, are usually the ones that people go for when they get into the meat chicken industry. And I may end up still doing some of those because, hey, morning. I may end up still doing some of those because people are so used to the way they look in the stores, because that's the kind you get. That's the kind you get in the supermarket. But I want to try raising my own chicks. Yeah, I want to try raising my own chicks. And the Barred Rock, they don't roost on the eggs. Not roost. They don't brood their chicks, but there is an old egg hatcher down in the basement of my parents' house, like an old one, probably an antique one. Well, Daisy didn't go poop today. Alright, we'll have to keep an eye on that. However, my host did have a cookout, so Daisy pulled the tray out of their grill. Naughty dog. There we go. So she got a treat this morning. Alright, so, but that's why I want to try to get eggs from them and hatch my own meat chicken eggs. So I'm going to try it, you know. Meyer Hatchery does do a what is it called, a fry pan special, which they take a little bit longer than the crosses. I want to say it's Cornish cross. Man, that bothers me now that I can't think of the name. Let me look it up real quick. But yeah, Cornish cross, I was right. Which have like an 8-week maturity. Approximately a 4-pound. It says approximately a 4-pound carcass, but I'm pretty sure they're higher than that, especially the males. But alright. Well, I'm gonna leave phone. I got my wallet. Keys. Where's my keys? I just had my keys. What did I do with them? Well, doggone. Because that's how I opened the car. Or is it in the door? Yep, they're in the door. Alright. So, I'll leave you guys on this vlog. And figured I'd give you guys an update on what is going on. So pretty much the camper is at a standstill, which means I probably won't have time to finish it up, honestly. But we'll see. I'll park it when I get to my parents. And but the priority is gonna be chickens. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you guys later.